Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching, email coaching, as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses about manifesting your specific person. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I wanted to go a little deeper and explain to all of you guys how your consciousness actually works. How when you're in this journey of inner awareness, let's call it, your consciousness is continuously expanding, day after day, week after week, month after month, and how you go from expansion to expansion. And the reason I'm making this video today is, on the one hand, because I want you to understand a little better how your consciousness actually works, but on the other hand, I also want you to feel motivated to keep going and to keep expanding in this journey of inner awareness. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So like I just said in my intro, consciousness is continuously expanding. Consciousness is something that is unlimited and infinite. There is no beginning and there is no end to consciousness. And as such, there are also no limits as to how far your consciousness can go, how far it can take you, and to how much you can keep expanding. So what happens when you start on this journey of inner awareness, as I just called it, is that you begin from a certain level, a level that is usually dictated by your social programming, your social conditioning, beliefs, assumptions that you may have from your environment, from your upbringing, from your circle of friends perhaps, from your family, from your schooling, and so on. And then as you begin to develop this inner awareness, you notice that you start expanding more and more and more and more to a limitless extent, to an infinite extent, to higher and higher and higher and higher levels of awareness. I don't think that this is something that ever stops. I think this is something that follows us to the end of our lives, and possibly also beyond the end of our lives as well. But I'm not an expert in metaphysics, so I'm going to leave that here. But the amount of inner awareness that you keep developing takes you to progressively new heights. And this is a lifetime process. This is a process that doesn't end. This is a process that just takes you from expansion to expansion. And as a matter of fact, I often say that to my coaching clients. If you look back to 3 months ago from today, or 6 months ago, or a year ago, you will actually notice that you were a very, very different person. Similarly, if you look 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, you will notice that you are going to be a completely different person, a much more expanded person in your awareness compared to who you are right now. So this is not a process that ever ends. This is not a process that can go right or wrong. There is no right or wrong in consciousness. This is a process that just leads to higher and higher expansion. And to illustrate this a little better, let me use an example that I thought was very, very accurate, that I heard some time ago. Someone said that consciousness is the same as when you're driving at night on a rural road and there are no lights on either side of the road. And what you do is that you use your car's high beams so as to illuminate the road ahead of you. So as you illuminate the road ahead of you, you start seeing more and more and more of that road as you go along. So it's the exact same way that consciousness works. You start by being in the dark. You start by not seeing all the things that might be on either side of the road you're on, even though they are there and they have always been there. You're just not able to see them yet. As you start illuminating the road ahead of you, you start also seeing the things that were there all along. And the more you go along, the more you keep illuminating, the more you keep seeing. And the more you keep expanding your field of vision, the more aware you become of all the things that were around you that were in the dark before, or in other words, were not visible to you. They were hidden from your sight because your consciousness was not quite there yet, was not quite at that level yet to be able to illuminate those things that have always been there anyway. Now that your consciousness starts to expand, now that your consciousness starts to illuminate the things along your path, you are starting to see them more and more clearly, and you start illuminating more and more things. And this is why when I make a video, depending on where you are on your journey, on your manifesting journey, on your inner awareness journey, for some of you, the video will resonate perfectly. And you write a comment and you tell me, oh my God, that's exactly what I had in mind. That's exactly what I was thinking yesterday. Or thank you for talking about that because this was something I had been thinking about myself. Whereas some of you might not quite be in the level to understand it quite yet. Or you might still have questions. Or you might still have doubts about the things I'm talking about in the video. Or you might feel the urge to write a comment to challenge what I talk about in the video by citing your circumstances, for example. And equally, when I talk about some of the things that are more basic, some of you may think, oh, I've heard that a million times already, I don't need to hear it one more time. Whereas some of you might say, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I was looking for. And this is exactly the explanation and the clarification that I needed to understand things better. So what you resonate with or what you don't resonate with always depends on where you are in your journey of consciousness at that particular time. And it's also not necessarily a linear process. Maybe something that you had left behind for a while, you revisit it after some time, and you find new things about it that resonate with you now. Or some teaching that you didn't really care about previously now holds significant importance for you. All of these are expressions of your consciousness and its expansion. Where you are in your journey of inner awareness and inner consciousness is always going to determine what you resonate with, what you don't resonate with, who you resonate with, and who you don't resonate with. But all of this is a manifestation of your continuous and continued expansion of consciousness. So definitely something that you want to keep doing. I've said many times that this is a lifestyle. This is not just a way for us to do something to get what we want. This is all about consciousness and awareness and progressive self-mastery. And I hope this video makes things a little clearer for all those of you who might have needed some clarification on this subject. And even more importantly, I hope that it motivates all of you who have watched this video today to keep going, to keep on this journey of inner awareness, to keep on your journey of continuously expanding your consciousness. And you will see the shifts within yourself to an extent that you won't even believe it. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.